Chiku, durian. I'll throw in there pineapple. Sorry, rambutan, lychee, langsat, mangosteen, passion fruit,
Yeah.
papayas. Did someone already say bananas?
Oh. Yeah.
Yep. What else? Star fruit.
Apple is local.
Star fruit? Well, it grows here.
Oh.
It can grow locally. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's indigenous. I'm not sure, but bananas are definitely indigenous
Yeah.
to Southeast Asia. Yeah. Any more local fruits that you can think of? Salak? Oh, that's a good one.
Salad.
That's a good one. Kedondong? Oh, that's another good one.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I can imagine kedondong right now. My mouth is starting to water. Okay, good. Another easy categories, perhaps? Berries. Give me some berries. Strawberry. Physalis? Yeah, okay. You know what? It's the yellow one with the petal. Yeah. Used for decoration a lot. Raspberry, blackberry, blackcurrant, blueberry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red currant. Boysenberry, if anyone had that.
No.
No? Gooseberry. Okay, that's a little weird.
Marionberry.
Never heard of that. Oh,
What's that?
I don't know. I just have eaten cakes.
idleberries. Okay. Okay. Here's a hard one. Name me a berry that grows in Asia.
Strawberry.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Mulberry.
Oh,
Mulberry
yeah,
grows.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, slightly harder, yeah. Name me spices. Give me some spices.
Cardamom.
Turmeric, cinnamon,
Cardamom.
cardamom, cloves,
That star anise.
star anise,
Yeah.
Penang, known for.
Oh, that's something good. Yeah, it's got a really strong distinct flavor.
In fact, okay, fair enough. In fact, the island is named after, in Malay, after the spice. The whole,
Yeah.
yes, in English would be. Oh, wait a minute, that's betel. Okay. Yeah, that's betel. Sorry, I was trying to get you to say nutmeg, but it's nothing to do with it's nothing to do with the island. Sorry, yeah, it's both a fruit and a spice
You hardly
and
see
mace.
salt
Here,
here, yeah.
Sichuan pepper.
Sichuan pepper, there is a spice.
Forget about it.
That is a spice.
Pepper.
Pepper, yeah, very basic spice. Definitely not. Don't forget pepper. Try to imagine smelling pepper. Okay. So there are fruits that taste differently when they're fresh, and when they are dried, they taste differently. For example, raisins. When you eat a fresh grape, when you eat a raisin, that's a very different experience. When you eat an apricot versus one that's dried, it's also a very different experience. Bananas, mangoes are the same. And I want you to make that distinction: prune and a plum. Yeah. No one said oranges. Oh, because I didn't ask about just fruits. Just okay. Maybe any fruit. Give me cold weather fruits.
We always say mangoes.
No one said mangoes. Tropical. Ah, that's a lost one.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Watermelon.
Coconut.
Come on, guys. A little brain stuck. Yeah. Usually, if there's more people, these things come out faster.
Not enough sugar.
Not enough sugar. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Okay, let's go to something that's maybe a little bit harder. How about name me some flavors or aromas that trigger earthiness? Mushroom.
What was the question again?
Earthiness. What's earthy? What aromas are earthy?
It's like digging for rhythm.
Like earth, like literally dirt. Mold would be considered earthy. Compost, okay, not really food, but still a smell. Tobacco, maybe. I mean, questionable. No, if you take a cigarette before you light it,
Smells
like
yeah.
that, yeah, or cigar. Okay. Some people would also say asphalt would be if you freshly tarred road. Okay, so this is just to trigger. This is just to warm up your mm, putting a word to an aroma or a flavor. This is just a warm up. It helps. And when we taste the chocolate later on, the protocol will be you take it, um, try to sense what aroma comes from it. So you're kind of anticipating what you will experience when you do taste it. Okay, and when you taste it, immediately try to capture on a scale of 0 to 5. You don't feel like pressured. We'll come together to discuss our answers. In terms of intensity, intensity would be how bold the taste is. If it's like paper, then low intensity would be a 0. If it's like whoa, it's like when you as soon as you put it in your mouth, it's like total flavor explosion. So that would be a 5. Acidity is how sour things are. Bitterness is astringency is something that curls or dries your palate. Complexity is if different flavors come together or if there's an evolution of flavor. First you taste this, second you taste that, that's complexity. If you get a lot of that together, that's a higher rating. And length is one that describes how long after your initial pulse of flavor, how long does it linger? And we'll be doing that over 5 samples. And if you taste something differently, if you sense something else, like we've discussed, a berry note or vegetable or fruit or woody or earthy notes, you can write that down too in the space under that. Fair enough? Any questions before we begin? Okay. Well, I will pass you a different bags and note that there are 3-digit numbers, and we'll go clockwise so that there will be no confusion as to what are the samples. Okay. And you can, once you have the sample, this is what you do. The first sample, I'm just reading it out in case this writing is not clear. So you pour out without as much little contact as possible. And then you can write down the 3-digit number that is associated with that sample. Don't worry, take a piece or two. This will be at the middle of the table if you need more. You can eat the rest of that bag. You have more.
You put the number in the box or not?
Above the box, and then you can leave the chocolate in the box. And if the piece is too big, you just hold the paper and you break it in the bag.
Too big.
There's nothing is too big when it comes to chocolate. Very good.
Three digits. So it's 160.
I'm gonna say it's not too small.
You get more.
Yep.
This temperature is really good for chocolate tasting. The chocolate is almost melty. And leave that in the middle. Okay. Help everyone to open up. So for you to have an idea of the length, let it fade out. Don't rinse your palate too soon. Okay? You have time, you can take the time. Before you taste the first sample though, we have a sacrificial chocolate. We have a sacrificial one because usually the first one you taste will be off. So also it's a in a more yeah. So don't worry about this one. Just enjoy it for what it is. It's chocolate. We won't be rating the first one. And your rating will also be calibrated within your first. We won't run a round of calibration, but will be normalized for the range that we have. Okay. So in case if you taste the first one, and you feel wow, this intensity is 5, and then you on sample number subsequently, another one is even stronger, then you can come back and revise. Always circle back to the first 2. Okay. Fantastic. No questions before we start? Then this is the part where we try to. The whole idea of this is Malay. You know, you're making chocolate from cocoa that's grown only in Malaysia, and one of the big questions people have when they know about this chocolate is like, how different can it taste? It's all grown in Malaysia, and some of these farms are like 20 km apart. Like, don't they taste the same? So my promise is that if you sit down for 5 minutes and taste the chocolate side to side, you would be able to tell the difference. Anyway, we will put this to the test and find out for yourself if this statement is true or not, if you can tell the difference between these origins or if they actually taste the same to you. So first to answer that. Second, I snuck in a piece of chocolate here that is not Malaysian. It's a European made, but relatively considered as very good chocolate. We want to know how the Malaysian one stacks up. If it does or it doesn't, I want to know. Also, as you're tasting this, make sure to put a star on the ones that you feel is good quality or you would like to eat more or it's your favorite. You can have more than one. You know, it's like single star, and if you taste another one, oh, this is even better, put double star on it. Okay, not a problem. Okay, no questions, then we can start.
Tweet. Sorry, poker face for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's too good for them.
This is before the
Yeah.
this is before the chocolate on the lips. And here.
3, 2, 1, guys. I'll see you again. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Sorry.
Wow,
What was
it's
that
so
to you?
dramatic. The rain, it's raining. I mean, this setting is so dramatic.
Yeah.
I thought, like, seriously, it's like light on the middle,
Oh yeah.
High ceiling.
super high ceiling, and like scary looking building around walls. Yeah.
So we start with the.
So we just
Yeah, start with the sacrificial chocolate, and then I'll tell you what it is at the end. You can make a guess.
and then we wash it down with the water, or
Yeah, and then after the first one is completed, then you rinse and then start with your samples in no particular order.
There's no bin.
Say again.
There's no bin.
There's no what?
Bin.
Oh, you want to spit? I'll give you another cup to spit in. There you go. No shame in spitting.
Okay.
Which number?
125.
125. I want to restock so that when we are discussing the flavor, you can have a reference.
Oh,
Certainly.
Why not? Everyone's got a chance to complete their, up to a point, beyond the 6 or 7 samples, it becomes progressively harder because of palate fatigue. Yeah, so if you just keep tasting, but once you complete the 5 and you circle back to 1 and 2 again, you will notice something
Different.
more because there's a warm up. Then you're more warm up, you'll taste more.
I don't know how to evaluate expertise.
It's like a really young red wine or an unripened banana. It's not bitter, it's
I
not
learned this
sour.
the fourth one.
It's like a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's what it
It's
means.
like, how do you
It's
describe
a
it?
little bit sappy.
Sappy, gelat, yeah, siap siap. That way.
Like when the tea sits for too long, right?
It's like when if you drink a red wine that is very dry. That's what it is.
Exactly.
So the higher the
And
number
it's-
is, the higher the.
Higher is more intense of that. It's a whole science. Even aroma, there's regular olfaction and there's retronasal olfaction, that's why when you see in coffee, they would aerate the coffee as they ingest, and then they would breathe out through their nose. So when the air travels out in from the mouth and out back from the nose, you have a second experience with the aroma. It's retronasal olfaction. So you hear coffee guys, so they're aerating the coffee and they're sucking in the air through their mouth full of coffee, and then they breathe out through their nose. So it's warm air, it's humid air, you get a different experience of the aroma. All right. First question. Do the chocolates taste the same or different?
All right.
Different.
All different? Are any two that are the same out of the 5 lots or not really?
There will be some similarities.
I went in thinking that they're all different, so that was an assumption that I went in with. So
You were not looking for the similarity. Fair enough, it's not a trick
Yeah.
question. Yeah. Okay. If you didn't notice, you didn't notice. Yeah.
Do you notice?
Okay, cool. All right. Let's go through each sample. And at this point, if you feel like having the fresh fruit,
Oh, we can have that?
mm-hmm.
So you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I've sucked up many fresh fruit.
The whole thing is edible.
Well,
The seed and
It's all edible. The
Is it
white
like
is
a
more
mango skin?
pleasurable.
Is it like taste like a mangosteen kind of? Hang on. Oh, I'm supposed to catch you put one in your mouth.
oh boy. Yeah, I feel like mango seed. Actually, it's
I
quite
told
nice.
you, right? Joe makes
Hmm?
Joe makes cocktails.
Cocktail with the
Then I
juice.
catch you. Yeah, alright. Oh, like mangosteen, no?
It's a hard bit edible, or am I gonna get something unpleasant if I bite down?
It
Try.
turns into the chocolate, so you can see the hint of that's strawberry. It's a bit bitter.
Whoa, with the difference to what that is.
Let me get you paper towel so you can dispose of it.
Bite into it.
There's a worm in the center.
Exactly like mangosteen, though. The taste.
You bite the seed you can tell it's not the seed. I just did what I do with lunch seeds.
Oh,
Swallow it.
My mom still says you're gonna grow a lump tree, so I say that's no bad thing. I don't know if your parents and grandparents do that with you.
I was terrified the first time.
I was like, great, I have my own supply of lumps.
You can bite into the seed and see what color it is on these ones.
Oh,
What color is yours? White.
white.
See? Oh, you got lucky. You're lucky.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's considered rare. It's typical, more typical to be purple.
Mm.
But this variety has a high chance of producing a white bean.
so a white one is of a higher quality then?
Not necessarily.
How did that turn into that shape? Because that's a pretty consistent looking almond shape.
Yeah, it within the pot. Other than the ones at the bottom, the rest is going to be quite consistent as well. Okay, let's go to sample 162. What do you have for intensity altogether?
2, 4.
2, 4, 4, 2.
Two.
2. So I'll average that. I'll do a mental average. Just your results, not mine. So I'll average that at 3. Acidity,
3.
3, 1. Penny?
3.
3, 3, 1, 2.
We used to watch 2 and a bit.
Yeah, 2.5. So will be 9 divided by 4. 2 point.
Yeah, the thing is,
I'll round to 2.5.
my rating on acidity because I don't know what a sour, I've never tasted a sour chocolate before.
But think of vinegar.
Mm.
Yeah.
The most sour chocolate in this range will rate 4 or 5, and then from there it's scaled down to 0 for nothing.
0 was an option.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey!
I think we all put 1 as a
Yeah, we thought one was
That's all right. If you all kept to that way, that's all right too. Notice it says
Yeah,
above
yeah.
the square 0 to 5.
Oh, didn't catch our attention. We're like, oh, okay.
That's
1
okay.
to 5.
Absolute scale.
sorry, you just
That's
added
okay.
it,
It's
you know?
yeah. I'll just minus. Yeah. Okay. Bitterness.
2.
2,
Put 4.
4,
Two.
2, 4. Okay. Astringency.
3.
What?
Same thing. Okay. 3.5. Complexity.
2. 4.
Oh, 5.
2, 4, 4, 5. 15 divided by 4. 3.75. Very good. Length.
2. 4.
14. I just take a total. It's easier. Okay.
just to do that.
Yeah, later on. All right. Any notes that stood out for you on this one?
Black tea.
I agree on black tea.
Mangosteen.
Mangosteen? Okay.
What did you say sorry again?
Black tea.
Black tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Mangosteen, the flesh or the peel? The flesh.
The flash.
Okay.
I said it smelled more acidic and then it tasted more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agree.
Yeah.
And then it
Same.
started acidic and became.
Yeah.
Any notes?
I just thought it was a bit fruity
Okay.
because I really like
Fair enough. Fruity is right on the money. I got prune and citrus and a hint of tobacco at the end.
Mm.
But dried orange peel, but I wasn't sure. Not too clear on that one. Okay. Second sample, please. 139. What's the intensity?
3.
2.
4.
3.
12. Okay. Acidity.
3.
2.
1. Oh,
10 total. Bitterness.
2.
2.
2. What was that?
Bitterness.
Bitterness.
3.
11 total. Astringency.
2.
2.
I think bitterness is high.
Wait, bitterness. Come again. Bitterness.
2.
2, 2,
2.
2, 6.
3.
Thank you. Good one. Good check. Astringency.
2.
2.
3.
9 or so. Complexity.
4.
4.
4.
15. Length.
2.
3.
3.
11. Any notes?
Very pineapple mango tropical.
Lychee.
Mm-hmm.
Is it forest?
Forest.
Fruit.
Fruit. Mm-hmm.
Light. I don't know, excuse me. That's the first one.
What was
It's
it?
light.
Light. Tastes lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Light.
Clear. Light.
Citrusy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow color fruit.
Yeah.
I got very distinct cherry.
Cherry.
Yeah, 139. But I'll look for your notes.
Blackberry and cherry and
Yeah. That's like eating berry or citrus or something.
If you now that I planted that sort of not there, but I planted that, try looking for it. See if you find cherry. I thought it was very clear.